Hello dear friends, welcome to the second video in the series Efficient Java Multithreading with Executors. In this video, we will discuss about the second technique for creating and running the threads using the normal threads API. Now, in order to remember the new concepts and have a good understanding of them, it is best if you can build new knowledge on top of existing knowledge. That is, to gain new knowledge in continuation of existing knowledge. So you will see that in many of my future tutorials in this series, I will copy an existing class developed in one of the previous tutorials and then modify it for explaining the new topic at hand. This will help the learner to connect the current topic with the past one and therefore build the new knowledge on top of that. So for the current code example, we are going to create a new class second way by copying the first way class that we developed in the previous tutorial. And I'm also going to split the editor area into two so that we can see the two classes side by side and see the differences between them. And also removing the Project Explorer view from site here. Now the first thing to be done in the new class is to rename the inner class first task to second task. I did not use the refactoring functionality here because Eclipse gets confused and tries to rename the inner class in the first way class too, which we do not want. So I just did a find and replace, which was good enough for our current scenario. Moving on. Now the only difference between the previous technique and the current technique is that we are not going to start the thread immediately as soon as the instance of second task is created. So I'm going to remove the this.start statement from its constructor. So how do we start the thread now? We can call the start method on the second task object. It extends the thread class and therefore inherits the start method also. So let's do it. For the second instance of second task, we had used polymorphism in the previous tutorial and already captured its reference in a thread type variable t. So to start the second thread, we have called start on that variable only. Let us run it now. It has similar output as our previous tutorial because we haven't changed anything in the task definition, that is the run method here. Looking at it, the main thread started and then spawned the two threads. After that, the first thread got the CPU and printed its first sysout tick tick 10. Then the main thread ended. And after that, the two threads ran side by side in parallel and printed their outputs. And after running their due course, they finished. So the only difference between the first technique and the second technique is that in the second technique, we start the thread from outside rather than the constructor of the thread cum task definition. This technique gives more control to the calling code as to when to start the thread. With that, we have come to the end of this tutorial. See you in the next video now. Till then, happy coding and bye.